right, Westbrook families, welcome back to another great school year. I wanted to take just a second to make a quick video about our parking expectations and how things are going to work with pickup and drop off here at school, just so that everyone's on the same page. So thanks for taking a second to watch this video. Let's go over some of the important basics for bringing your kid to school here at Westbrook and picking them up. Our number one priority is to make sure that every single person that we have is safe here at school, and so a lot of what I'm about to tell you is for that reason, to make sure that all of our students get to school safely, get in the building. We can't learn anything unless we're in school safely, and then we want to get them home safely as well. All right, this is Robertson Drive, and if you enter down there off of Western, you will see the sign stating that this is a one-way street during drop off and pickup. So it's a one-way street actually coming at the camera right now. So that is a one-way street in the morning. If you're coming off of Western over there and you need to turn left in the morning or during drop-off or during pickup, you cannot. So keep going straight. You can always drive around the block and come up one of the side streets here. You'll notice that if you try to pull into this spot here in the front, there are two signs that say one way, do not enter. Do not come in that way. This is a one-way street. Do not enter this spot. You'll notice that we have a long cutout here off of Robertson Drive. We are going to use this for parking this year, and we've got to go through some steps to get it striped for parking, but we are going to use this for parking, not for drop-off and pickup. The last thing that we want is for your kids to get out of school over there, have to walk and come be picked up over here, and so they cut through whoosh, the lot right there. That is so dangerous. That is not what we want. So once again, this will be for parking. You can use it when we have visitors parking, staff parking, things like that. When dropping off and picking your kids up, you will enter down here by the Old Boys and Girls Club in your car. If there's a line, the line will continue down Robertson there, as it is a one-way. Please be patient and wait in line. If everyone is doing this the right way, it should not be long at all. At my kids' school, pickup lasts over 15 minutes. We go about 7 minutes here, and we can do it even shorter this year. So make sure that you're following the rules and following the guidelines, and everybody will be picked up safely and in a timely manner. When you're picking your kids up or dropping them off, like I said, we'll wait in line here. If you would like to walk them in, wonderful. You can always park in an open spot, and we'll have a couple visitor spots up here as well that will be reserved just for parent visitors. But if you're dropping them off, you will pull up along the curb. Please pull all the way forward. That will allow our line to back up a little bit off of Robertson as we pack as many cars in here as we can. If your student is ready to go with their backpack on and everything, just to hop out of the car after a quick goodbye, that would be ideal as well. That way we keep the traffic moving for everybody. Please, please, please do not do what my two staff members did here and park in the fire lane. When you leave your car there, it holds up the line for everyone else. I'm going to go have a word with these two staff members. So please do not park there. Once you drop your child off, you can come over here to the left lane and exit carefully, observing the stop signs. If you do park and walk your child in, please hold their hand as you walk across the drive there. And please observe appropriate speed limits here too. Sometimes we have people driving far too fast through this area. Shouldn't be any more than about 5 miles per hour. All right, this is the front of the school, right out the front doors of the school. Please do not drop your children off up here. Every year we have a number of parents that drop their children off right here on this curb. Please don't do that. Please use the line. It won't be long, especially in the morning, I promise. It moves real quick. We do not want cars up here. It seriously impedes the flow of traffic on Robertson. And it also blocks our buses from getting in. Do not drop your student off here, even if it is at 9 o'clock in the morning, a little bit later. Please, please, please always use our drop-off right there. Just for some perspective here, there's our drop-off lane. And to the south here is a long cutout. This cutout is for buses and daycare vans only. This is going to be buses and daycare vans drop-off and pick-up only. In fact, we'll have it blocked off with some cones, except for those modes of transportation for kids. And we'll have the bus and daycare kids will report over here. The younger kids will be walked over. The older kids can wait. We do have somebody over here on supervision to make sure that every kid gets where they are going after school. Again, this lane here is going to be for buses and daycare vans only, not for parent parking or parent drop-off and pickup. That all happens over there or down with our new addition. All right, new this year, we are going to have, for drop-off and pickup, we're going to have kindergarten, first, second, and third grade be dropped off upstairs here, and they will line up right behind me, right in front of the front doors over here. You can drop your older kids off in the morning. They can walk around the corner down to where they're going to line up, but we would like all kindergarten, first, second, and third graders to line up here, fourth, fifth, and sixth graders downstairs. We will have pickup. We'll have all of the kindergarten, first, second, and third grade students be picked up here, fourth, fifth, and sixth grade students picked up downstairs. The one exception to that is if you have got a sibling. If you're a fifth grader and you've got a kindergarten sibling, then you can be picked up here as well. Please make sure that you and your students talk about where they're going to be picked up so that they know where to find you. If you are somebody that likes to avoid the lines and park in the neighborhood and have your student walk to you, talk with your student about where that might be so that they know where to expect you. If you are in line too, waiting, and you're way back in line and it's right at dismissal, it's 3:35, and you're really worried about getting up to pick up your kids, do not worry. We have got supervision out here. We do not leave the kids outside by themselves. So if they have to wait right here with the teacher for 4 or 5 minutes while you pull up in the line, that's not the end of the world. We will keep them safe, and we'll make sure that that everyone's following expectations that way. We'd rather have you do that than cut in front of everybody and kind of mess up our system. So we're going to go downstairs and take a look at what the new drop-off and pickup is going to look like down there. Okay, here's the entrance off of Western. Again, you'll see those two arrows coming this way. It is a one-way drive, and so you'll pull up this way. If you're driving through, you'll use this left lane over here. If you're dropping off students or picking up students, you'll use this right lane. Again, stay in your car. Please don't get out of your car. That makes everything so difficult. If you do want to get out of your car, again, we don't want to discourage you from walking in to pick up your kids, but please find a parking spot either in an open area, in an open legal parking spot, or in the neighborhood. It just makes everything run so much smoothly for everybody if you'll stay in your car in the drop-off or pickup. So once again, we will line up down here. If you are the first one to come in line to pick up your kids, your 4th through 6th grader that'll be lined up down here, please do not park right here. If there's spots ahead of you, pull all the way up. If there's room in front of you, please pull all the way up so that we can get cars in the queue, in the line, and off of Robertson Drive. So you can pull all the way up here to this curb when picking your kid up, and it'll make a big line just right down there up to Western. And once again, once you drop your kid off or pick your kiddo up, you can go over here to this lane and exit the one-way there. If you were going back to early childhood, you can use that access road there. You'll come in this left lane very carefully when it's time to make sure that you don't hit any cross traffic that might be coming. You pull this way, back around to early childhood. And down here is where the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders will line up in the morning to be led into school. It is also where they will be picked up in the afternoon We will have supervision starting at 8:20 in the morning, both down here and up there. School doesn't start till 8:40. The first bell's at 8:30. Please do not bring your kids earlier than 8:20. We do not have supervision, and we can't be responsible for making sure that kids are making safe and responsible choices outside during that time. So if you have got a problem, reach out, give me a call. We'll work through that with you. Maybe finding some other options rather than just leaving your kid out here starting at 7:30 in the morning or so. Once again, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade picked up down here, dropped off down here. Kindergarten through 3rd grade upstairs. The one exception is siblings. If you have older siblings of kindergarten through 3rd grade kiddos, they can of course be picked up or dropped off. If they're dropped off upstairs, they can walk right down this sidewalk to get down here to wait with their older peers. We just don't have a lot of room upstairs for all of our kids to wait. This doesn't have anything to do with parking, but there's a sweet praying mantis out here that I thought would be cool. So if your kids are watching, that's a cool praying mantis. Thanks for taking the time to watch. It is extremely important that we get all of our kids in the building safely and that we make sure that drop-off and pickup is convenient and the best it could be for everybody. Do me a favor, if you have got older brothers and sisters of our students or grandparents or aunts and uncles that will be picking up, please make sure that you communicate with them some of our pickup expectations or drop-off expectations so that everybody does their part to make this run really well. We'll be doing our best to help inform parents on the fly of what we want for drop-off and pickup in the morning, so thanks in advance for being cooperative and communicating appropriately with those staff members who are trying to kind of redirect you and show you the right way to do it. Have a great day, Westbrook Wildcats. We are so excited to see you soon. Back, open house is the 12th at 6:30, from 6:30 to 7:30. Ribbon cutting for the Boys and Girls Club is right before that at 6 if you can join us. But please don't head down to the teachers' classrooms until 6:30. We won't be open until then. And then we'll see you the first day of school on August 14th, Wednesday. See you, Westbrook Wildcats.